It's inevitable. In football, there are moments when even the biggest idols must say goodbye. But the hardest part is realizing the end is near without anyone saying it out loud. That was exactly the feeling that lingered after Newcastle United's penultimate match of the season. With a slightly melancholic tone, the presence of a beloved figure on the pitch gave fans the sense that something big was about to change. And up until now, no one had the courage to confirm it, until this video. Before we move on, take a moment to support the channel. If you're a passionate Newcastle fan or simply follow the club closely, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us keep bringing you updated, relevant, high-quality content. Now let's dive back into this story, one that's about to stir emotions in the stands of St. James' Park. The last match against Arsenal was tough, not just because of the result, but because of what it meant for one of the club's most iconic figures in recent years. Callum Wilson started at the Emirates Stadium, but if you were paying attention you might have noticed that it felt like more than just another Premier League fixture. With Isak still recovering from a groin injury, Wilson got the nod. But his quiet performance raised more than just technical questions, it sparked a theory. Was that his farewell? This Sunday, against Everton, Newcastle will close out their 2024-25 season at home. And with Alexander Isak likely to return to the starting 11, there's a growing chance that Callum Wilson won't even feature. More than that, it's looking like this will be the final time the 33-year-old is included in a matchday squad wearing black and white. According to the Telegraph, this may very well be Wilson's official goodbye to the Magpies. His contract is expiring soon, and while Eddie Howe has publicly said he wants to keep him, the final call appears to lie with the club's new sporting director, Paul Mitchell, and this is where everything starts to make sense. Wilson's performance against Arsenal was symbolic. He didn't play badly, he gave it his all, as he always does. But it was clear that the explosive pace that once defined him isn't there anymore. The sprints, the sharp turns, the physical presence that terrified defenders, that's all in the past now. He's only started to league games all season, and despite the immense respect for what he's done, the truth is, his body can't keep up with his mind anymore. Wilson has scored 49 goals in 127 appearances for Newcastle, a respectable tally. But football, as harsh as it can be, demands constant renewal, and the recent stats show the club must look forward. If Newcastle want to keep pushing for consistent Champions League spots, the board knows tough decisions have to be made. Keeping a striker with a history of muscle injuries and advancing age doesn't seem to be part of the long-term plan. Speaking of long-term plans, if you enjoy content like this, diving deep into behind-the-scenes updates and market moves involving Newcastle, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll get every video firsthand and help support our efforts to bring you verified updates from trusted sources like this one from the Telegraph. Even manager Eddie Howe still holds great respect for Callum Wilson, but even he must admit that experience and reliability aren't enough when the physical side of the game starts to fade. In previous seasons, Wilson was vital. He netted 18 goals during the campaign that led Newcastle to the Champions League. He even began this season strongly, scoring 7 goals in his first 10 matches. But then the injuries came back, and when Isak needed replacing, the gap in performance between the two was clear. Out in the market, names like Liam Delop and Matthias Cunha have been mentioned as potential signings. Neither of them wants to sit on the bench, meaning the competition for places is only heating up. That also highlights the club's need to refresh their attacking options. Keeping Wilson now would be clinging to a past that's had its time. The strategy moving forward is clear. Invest in players with better physical potential and lower injury risks, something that, sadly, Wilson can no longer guarantee. You can't erase what he's done for the club. The goal on his debut against West Ham, the big game moments, the times he carried the team on his back, and of course, his professionalism both on and off the pitch. Callum Wilson was a smart signing, at £20 million investment that delivered more than expected. But even legends need to know when it's time to step aside. And maybe, just maybe, that time has come. The big question now is, what's next for Wilson? MLS, Saudi Arabia, or maybe a club like Leeds United, where he might get more minutes on the pitch. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: Newcastle fans deserve a proper farewell for the striker, with respect, appreciation, and gratitude. And of course, with the understanding that while the end of an era can be painful, it often signals the start of an even brighter future at St. James' Park. So tell us, Tune Army, do you think it's time to say goodbye to Callum Wilson, or does he still have a role to play in this squad? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing about Newcastle United. Here, you're always one step ahead.